All right, friends, it's T-Man. I'm back again with another video on Greg Doucette. He's doing a video, a reaction video, I guess. Dr. Mike fooled us. So I'm going to do a reaction video to the gym, lifting, recruiting, gear, fitness slave himself, Greg Doucette. Greg Doucette says, Mike Isreatel fooled us. Adding cardio won't make you leaner. If you eat you don't have to get leaner if you eat natural food, what you're supposed to as a human. You're carnivore. As a carnivore, you eat meat. As a carnivore, as a human carnivore, yeah. I don't know what he's talking about, man. You don't need cardio, but okay, whatever.
And so they have 2 PhDs. All I have is my master's. Okay. Let's see, are they going to out-science Coach Greg?
Cardio ages you, man. Has no benefits.
Coach Greg.
Science even tells you that, man.
And in today's video, adding more cardio won't make you leaner. Well,
no, it won't. You know what it'll do? It'll make you older. That's what it'll do. Make you die younger and give you a whole bunch of problems, diseases, you name it, bro. You have no idea. Out of the wazoo. And I can prove it because I'm going to bring up some stuff right now. But let me hear what he has to say first.
That's the title of Mike Isreatel and his newest amigo.
Lifting weights is cardio. Anything you're doing is cardio. Walking is cardio.
Dr. Eric Drexler. And so we got
eating food is cardio.
Now 2 PhDs, and guess what? This guy's actually a pro bodybuilder. He's a coach and metabolism researcher at Duke University.
Means exactly what it means, cardio. Cardio, you know, your heart, cardio. You speed it up. You speed up and you die younger. That's what you do, man. Speed up your heartbeats. Yeah, your metabolic rate. You want to keep your metabolic rate low. The higher the metabolic rate, the shorter your lifespan. That's why smaller animals have higher metabolic rates and they live shorter. Get it, dude? But animals that have a very low metabolic rate live longer.
And so we got a lot of brains, gonna do a lot of yapping. And so let me...
Man, his metabolic rate is probably through the roof. Greg's going soon at 50.
First address the title. Adding more cardio won't make you leaner. Well, obviously not if you...
No, it'll just make you older and decrepit and age you. That's what.
You add in an hour of cardio and you add in 7,000 calories, it's not going to make you leaner. But to the average person like you, me, Mike Isreatel, and this doc...
Average person? Average people what? People that are not doing drugs like you, Greg? You called yourself average. You're doing drugs.
Dr. Eric Drexler, if they add in more cardio, of course it's going to make them leaner. How could it not? I mean, it's not like Dr. Eric Drexler is sitting there at a svelte 150 pounds shredded. And so if you have extra body fat and you want to lose weight, adding in more cardio will help you lose weight. And so they have 2 PhDs. All I have is my master's. Let's see, are they going to out-science Coach Greg? Greg is going to have yet another field day with this one. The people are learning clearly. They see a title like this, and they start reading between the lines. If you're going to sit there and tell us that doing more cardio isn't good, that it's not going to work, people, they see right through it. And this time, he may actually be right. What do you mean, may actually be right? Well, let's be honest. Greg knows much better how to be crispy, shredded, and peeled than Mike, and he showed it multiple times on stage. Now remember, just because I'm more shredded than Mike doesn't mean that I know more about how to get shredded than Mike. I'm keeping it real, but I do know a shit ton about cardio, and I have real-world experience, and I can guarantee you this. Doing more cardio is going to help you to lose weight more than it's going to hurt you. And so if we took 1 billion people on this planet and said, you guys added a bunch of cardio.
Okay.
Most of them are going to lose weight, and not just weight, body fat. And so you might have a guy like Larry Wheels' coach saying, hey, if you do a bunch of cardio, all it's going to do is tear down your muscle. Heaven forbid, if you ever average 18,000 steps a day, you'd probably lose at least 5 pounds of pure hard-earned muscle every 2 weeks. But the truth of the matter is, you're not. Doing cardio is good, help for longevity. It's going to help you to lose weight. You can eat more calories.
It is not good for longevity. It's not good for any of these things. I'm going to prove it now in this video really quick, man. That's all bullshit. Greg's just feeding you bullshit. I can bring up more information, but I can't bring up everything, okay? So, number one, let's get into this one first. So, is physical activity a cause of longevity? It is not so straightforward as would be believed. A critical analysis 2018. It's pretty new, okay? So notice here they say here down here at this part here. Let's go right here. However, neither randomized controlled trials nor experimental animal studies have provided conclusive evidence to show that physical activity started during adulthood extends lifespan. See that? Physical activity. There's no proof. There's no conclusive evidence that it extends lifespan. Consequently, the undisputed health-related benefits of exercise have yet to translate into any proven causal relationship with longevity. The only thing that physical activity does, it improves fitness and physical function and confers other health-related effects. Well, you wouldn't have physically bad functioning if you didn't eat an artificial diet. If you ate your natural diet, your robot body had the proper fuel in it, your robot body wouldn't be dysfunctional. Duh. So every time you eat fucking junk food called fruits, vegetables, and processed foods from those fruits and vegetables, those junk foods, when you eat junk food, you become what? Dysfunctional. Get it? Yeah. So what does it do? What's fitness? Means you good at doing things like gymnastics, climbing. Bodybuilders aren't good at doing certain things. Why? Because they haven't practiced at it. And these other people, they're not good at bodybuilding because they didn't practice at it or whatever. All right, man. So there's nothing there. There's nothing. Now, here's even something short when you pop it up in Google. It says, on the basis of observational population studies, high physical activity is associated with a reduced risks of death, but causal relationship remains unproven. See, it's unproven. I don't even know what they're talking about here. So, but causal relationship remains unproven. It's unproven. High physical activity associated with reduced risk, premature death. Well, they just told you that it doesn't. You see what I mean? So even when they're bringing it, this is a web page. I don't even know who this web page is. I can't bring it up. This is not from NCBI. This is just a web page. They wrote this. That's why you have to be careful when you're popping stuff up in fucking Google. See what I mean? Participation in physical activity at a specific time point is an indicator of good fitness. Yeah, it's a good at time point, a good fitness, but not anything else. And then they go, and health. What health? What's the health benefits? Food is health. What you eat is health, and it is associated with a reduced risk of death. It's not associated with reduced risk of death because we just read it right here in PubMed. That's why I say you have to watch out. This is a real website. This one, when you get it, it's fake. So, but anyways, whatever. Because here, when you go to stress, here, the link between chronic stress and accelerated aging. Yeah, stress accelerates aging. So how can it be reduced death and all that when it's giving you stress? What does it do to you? What does exercise do? Chronic stress, accelerated aging. You're chronically stressing yourself going to the gym. People exposed to chronic stress age rapidly. That's why you're all aging. That's why you all look old in the gym. You got an old face. The telomeres in their cells are of all types shorten faster. Your telomeres are shortening. That's why you're wondering why all these influencers dying young. You're all dying young because, hello, exercise ages you. You die young. Fucking shortens your telomeres, you die. Inflammation is another important feature of stress. Yeah, you're all going to inflame your muscles in the gym because muscles have a nuclear domain size limit. Along with aging accounts for the phenomena of inflammaging. In addition to aging itself, inflammation can contribute to the development of several pathologies, including atherosclerosis, diabetes, hypertension, and others. That's how healthy exercise is. It's going to add to what? Hypertension, diabetes, atherosclerosis, and a bunch of other stuff. Oxidative stress is one of the main mechanisms related to stress. Yeah, that's what you're all doing in the gym. Oxidative stress. You're building muscles off of oxidative stress, dude. Oxidative stress is caused by overproduction of reactive oxygen species, ROS, that can damage various tissues. Oh, you're damaging various tissues, but bad damage. The main source of ROS is mitochondria. Being suppressed by mitochondrial mutations, mitophagy can aggravate the situation. Oh, that's really bad. In this case, the aging-specific pro-inflammatory changes are amplified. They're amplified. It happens because of the inability of cells to maintain the normal state of mitochondria. Get it? That's a good one, man. Macrophages are the crucial element in the innate immunity associated with the chronic inflammation and subsequently with the inflammaging. In this review, we focus on the therapy approach, potentially reducing the deleterious effects of oxidative stress. Stop working out. This includes stimulate and eat your natural diet. This includes stimulating the mitophagy, activation of mitochondrial uncoupling, induction of the expression of telomeres, catalytic component gene, and use of antioxidants. The method reducing oxidative stress should improve post-traumatic stress disorder, whatever. There you go. I mean, I could bring out more on stress, bro. It's just bad for you, okay? Any stress is bad for human bodies. Greg is wrong. So is everybody else.
And so, very, very smart to add in more cardio into your routine.
Yes, very smart. Add more cardio so that you can accelerate aging and shorten the telomeres and get possibly diseases down the line, dysfunctional fucking mitochondria, a whole bunch of stuff, yes, and die early, yes.
Where is Mike wrong here? Well, apparently the part about doing more cardio not helping you to get leaner. Doing more cardio with certainty can help you to get leaner.
Yes, doing more cardio with certainty can get you leaner. Well, you can get leaner if you ate your natural diet as a carnivore meat. You'd be lean. You wouldn't be fat at all or anything because you're not eating junk food all day from his cookbook, the anabolic junk food book over there.
Think of it. When you're doing cardio, what are you doing? You're burning fat, you're burning carbs. And the more...
You're burning fat and carbs, but I don't eat carbs, Greg. I'm a carnivore. I'm a human being. I eat meat. What carbs? What carbs would I be burning? Why do I need to burn carbs, though? And why do I need to eat them? So I can go burn them? Oh, let me get this straight. So you want me to eat carbs, so I go to the gym and I burn carbs so I can accelerate aging and shorten my telomeres and get disease. Oh, thank you, Greg. Yes, thank you. So I should eat junk food and go there and exercise. Okay.
Cardio you do, the more fat you're burning and the less carbs that you're burning. And so by definition...
The less fat you're burning, the more carbs you're burning? You wouldn't be burning any fat because you're a carnivore. You'd be eating meat. You won't be fat.
If you're doing cardio, especially if you're doing more cardio than last time, you're going to be burning more fat.
But why do you need to burn fat? Because it's cosmetic? Because we need to look sexy and cute? Is that it? Is that what you're trying to say? Or we want to look muscular? What are you trying to say, Greg?
And to get leaner, what do you have to do? You have to burn off body fat.
You do? To get leaner, you have to burn off body fat. To get leaner, you have to stay on your natural diet, so it goes back to homeostasis.
So how can it be possible that doing more cardio is not going to help you to get leaner?
It's not. What you need to do is go on your natural diet. That's what you need to do as a carnivore, eat meat.
You keep dissing cardio and fail to get lean for your competition time after time, maybe...
What competition? This is a competition channel?
Your knowledge isn't that great. And so in the real world, I do a lot of cardio.
In the real world? Greg lives in the artificial world, the fake world. What are you talking about? Steroid injection, steroids, eating artificial foods, selling artificial tablets and artificial workout plans and artificial books called the Anabolic Fake Cookbook, eating junk food all day.
He's doing a lot of cardio. I tell my clients...
He's riding a bike. This is artificial too. This doesn't exist in nature. There's no bicycles out there. You would be walking. You need gravitational loading on your body. You're unloading. Gravitational unloading is bad for you.
It's written in my book how important...
Books are fake too. He wrote this book. It's a fake book. The Circle Diet, the fake diet.
It is to do cardio. How much easier your life...
Everything is just one big circle. You're chasing your tail in a circle and you're going right back where you started from. You keep going right back where you started from. If you do any of these things,
will be if only you could add in more cardio.
Why do you think he's making fun of you? He calls it the circle book. Why? Because you started at the beginning and then you went in this direction, then you went right back to the beginning again. Now you got to start all over again.
Time and time again, I have to fight this uphill battle to try and convince the world that I'm right. And so let's listen to this guy's comment. You mean the drama queen? This is me. I'm the drama queen. That doesn't have an actual educational background. I only have a master's in kinesiology. I guess that...
What is that? That's nothing. What is Greg talking about? What education? What experience do you have, Greg? I know. Faking it.
Doesn't count as an educational background. His sole job is to constantly call other people out. I have over 3,500 videos, and I'm pretty certain that more than half of them don't call other people out. And so now that...
I think you call other people out, unless they're I don't know. Are they reaction videos?
We've read the comments. Let's get into the video. What exactly are they going to say? Are Mike and Eric Drexler going to sit there and tell people to not do cardio? Or is this just clickbait? Let's get right into it.
Exercise is an incredible thing. It's one of the best things you can do for your body.
I run my own shop, which means I have to take care of it.
So far, we're off to a great start.
I have to not agree. It's not the best thing that you can do for your body. The best thing you could do is stop eating junk food for your body. That's the best thing you could do for your body. Stop eating junk food. All junk food, cut it out. As a carnivore, you should not be eating any junk food.
You want to maintain proper health, both physical and mental.
And all food that is not carnivore is junk food, okay?
Exercising is a good thing.
Huge new research on the mental benefits all the time.
Not just for the physical, but for the mental as well. And so anyone trying to get leaner, not only does it help you physically, but also mentally. It's 2 great points for cardio.
Also, exercise, in some cases, can actually help you regulate your appetite better.
Yes.
And so what you thought they were going to
Regulate your what? What is he talking about? Why? Because you're on junk food?
say, of which I even thought it was, they're going to say, oh, but when you exercise, you just...
You know, man, when you less complicate your life by eating junk food, then there's no complications there. You don't have to worry about any of these things. But if you complicate your life by eating junk food and doing exercise, well, then what do you expect? Exercise and junk food are not natural things that you would be doing in the natural world. In the real world, Greg.
regain all that weight because it makes you hungrier. They both literally...
Exercise is not regenerative unless it's based on a periodic bout.
They both got PhDs that exercise helps to regulate your appetite. And what do I mean by that?
Some people notice that
I don't need to regulate my appetite. My appetite's fine on my natural food that I eat as a carnivore meat. I don't know what Greg's talking about.
when they are extremely sedentary and then they go to being moderately active, they reduce their calorie intake.
Sedentary and they become active. Yeah, are you talking about people that are 600 pounds sedentary in their house eating junk food all day and they're sedentary and now they can't move around? I don't have any dysfunction in my body if I'm sedentary and I'm eating my natural food as a carnivore. There's nothing going on. I function really fine. I function like a young person, like a young kid, like a 15-year-old kid. I can climb, run fast, jump. I can do a bunch of things. But if I eat junk food, I'll become dysfunctional. So why do I need to do exercise? Because you're all dysfunctional. You're eating garbage all day. If you eat garbage in, garbage out, get it? You perform like garbage.
And they engage in less hedonic eating.
And so if you're a sedentary, what that means is you're a lazy
I love it. Less hedonic eating. Okay. Is he blaming it on the eating now? Or which one is it?
piece of shit. You're not doing any cardio. You just play video games all the time. You don't give a shit about
Man, these are exercise slaves and they're junk food slaves as well.
your health. And if you start doing cardio, not only is the cardio going to help you burn more calories, it's going to help you to not want to eat as much. You not only
Is
benefit mentally and physically, also you burn more calories, but it also regulates your appetite, makes it more under control. For example, a guy like
it?
Bradley, who's 575 pounds, once he starts exercising, he's not as hungry. He's able to more readily adapt to his hunger cues. He can understand when he's hungry or not and just not simply binge eat and be out of control.
Eating gets more closely coupled to their actual physiological energy needs rather than just the hedonic reward of something that tastes good.
And so it's not just about the dopamine, the pleasure of putting that piece of cake and that ice cream in your mouth. You more so eat because you need to. Energy becomes fuel. You stop having that coveted relationship with food. Remember, relationships were people. I don't friggin' date a banana, an apple. I date people.
I've noticed that with sleep loss as well. If you're lacking in sleep, man, Cheetos look real good. If you're
Yeah.
well slept, you're like, I kind of want broccoli.
Oh, there's clear evidence on
And
that.
not only that, you know how it's important to sleep properly? If you're
Broccoli, man. Man, that's just crazy. Jesus.
up all hours of the night, you're not getting proper night of sleep. Ghrelin rises, your appetite gets out of control, and it's a lot harder to stick to your diet. And so what do you think exercise does? It helps you sleep. People who
No, it doesn't, man. If you stop eating junk food because they're drugs. They're drugs. They keep you up. The more you eat of them, they keep you up. You can't sleep. If you stop eating them, you'll be able to sleep. Just stop eating junk.
exercise inevitably get a better night of sleep. If you're a couch potato and you're sitting at a desk playing video games
Can you imagine eating like fruits, these junk foods like fruit, and then you can't sleep at night? Come on.
all the time versus somebody who goes out there and exercise, perhaps it's lifting weights, hiking, biking, swimming, whatever, those people
Hiking, biking, and swimming. I need to waste my life on hiking, biking, and swimming when I can spend time with my kids, my wife, enjoying life, doing the things that I want to do, like being in the ocean, swimming in beautiful water, and going snorkeling and stuff. You understand me? I want to be on the beach, Greg. I don't want to be cycling, hiking, doing these weird things that won't do anything for me, take me anywhere other than accelerate aging and make me fucking old and decrepit.
have better restful nights of sleep.
I don't want to slave myself to fucking useless exercise for no reason, dude. And I don't think anybody else wants to out there.
Yeah, sleep restriction completely throws appetite regulation out of whack.
I love it.
And exercise also impacts sleep.
You would almost think that Coach Greg had a PhD, that I
Yeah, exercise will keep you wired. You won't be able to sleep.
could almost be sitting at that table and having a discussion. But no, I never went to school. I have no education about this whatsoever. I'm just a drama queen.
For the average person, if you
Who the hell is talking about you, Greg? Nobody cares about you.
marginally increase their physical activity, there's not a predictable effect on increasing their appetite in a way that you're like, yep, you're going to want to eat more food.
And so what Mike is saying is, on average, when people at
Your appetite, you're going to want to eat more food. Well, yeah, if you accelerate stress and use up energy in your body by doing useless things, of course you're going to be hungry. And then what are you going to do? You all are addicted to junk food. You want to eat junk food because you're all addicted to it. You're all drug addicts. You can't stop eating it. You don't want to eat your natural food as a carnivore meat. That'll prevent that.
in more exercise, they don't just eat back all those calories. That is what I hear all the time. People saying, what's the point of eating? If I go out and do, for example, 500
Meat isn't calories. It's a high nutrient diet. There's no calories.
calories of cardio, I'm just going to eat 500 more. Or perhaps there's a compensatory effect. My non-exercise activity.
I'll explain this. When you eat all that junk food, there's no end. You're constantly starving because it's not based on nutrients. The human cells only want nutrients. So you keep eating these junk foods and then there's no end to it. You eat forever because you're starving. Your body still wants the nutrients, but you're never feeding your body the nutrients. So it keeps just making you eat more and more and more and more and more and more and more forever. But ghrelin and leptin doesn't work well on junk food. But ghrelin and leptin works when you eat meat. So once you tank out in the nutrients, your body says, okay, that's enough. It'll prevent you from eating any more meat. That's it. It'll stop you at some point because it'll say, we're full and that's enough. But it doesn't happen with junk food. That's why you're getting fat. That's why you get fat, because you can't stop eating drugs all day. It's addictive and it'll make you fat.
Thermogenesis, it's going to go down. So if I go and jog for 45 minutes and I burn off 500 calories, my body is just going to save all that extra energy for the rest of the day. I'll sit more relaxed. I won't bob my head as much. My BMR, perhaps that will go down. Somehow my body will find a way to negate all those calories that I burned. And so if I exercise off 500 calories more, my body will find a way to burn off 500 calories less.
What do you think about that?
I see this question pop up a lot. Can infinite banking
Seems to be non-linear.
Of course it's not linear. Think of it, if you go and burn off 1,000 extra calories, this is a lot. Perhaps you'll compensate by 30%. You'll eat back 300 calories more. But if you are
Okay, and this is way too long, this video.
already in the Tour de France,
Actual energy needs, then it just kind of boop.
and so what they just did
Actual energy needs to do things for no reason than to accelerate aging, get old, and die. The government's plan is really working for you. Trust me, you are all going to die. Yes, just keep doing what all these things these people are pumping out through the government and everything, promoting exercise, eating garbage food, energy foods, expelling energy, running, chasing, whatever the hell you're doing there for no reason, wasting your life away when you can be enjoying it, doing other more productive things.
described is exactly the scenario.
Maybe that's why not everybody can be rich. The rich people focus on getting rich, and the poor people focus on exercise and eating junk food all day and spending their money on it, making the rich people richer while they eat the natural food as a carnivore meat. Oh, I get it. I understand. Okay, that's how it works. Like Greg. That's what Greg does. So Greg behind the scenes eats natural food, but sells you fake food, tablets, and these books and everything to exercise you. Oh, okay, that's how it works. Smart. That's smart.
If you're already very active and you add in more cardio, your body just can't keep getting leaner. But I think everyone already knew this. Let's put our thinking caps on. If you have a BMI of 42 or 38% body fat like Brentley G, and you add in more cardio, it's going to make you get a lot leaner. But if you're the Mr. Olympia bodybuilder, Chris...
The question is, how did that fat guy get there to begin with? How did he get there? He ate artificial food. That's how he got there, eating artificial junk food. How does Bumstead, how did he get to be like this on the stage? By injecting steroids and doing exercise and steroids and eating artificial food too.
Bumstead, and you're at 4% body fat, and you start adding in 5 hours of cardio.
You know, it's kind of funny when you look at this stuff and you think about it now. It's all junk.
A day. Does it gonna help him to get leaner? He's already at 4%. That's the lowest he can go. He can't just keep getting leaner. Unless he's, of course, a black natural athlete like Ronnie Coleman, perhaps he can get down to negative 0.33% body fat.
0.33 was dipped underwater.
But once you're at negative 0.33% body fat, can you actually keep getting leaner? I don't think so, and I think everyone knows this. And so the more fat you have to lose, the more fat you can lose.
But when it comes to actually inducing weight loss, the decision to just add more exercise to accomplish that is usually extremely inefficient.
Inefficient, that is a very debatable term. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. It's not all that efficient. Think of it. To lose 1 pound of body fat, you need to burn off 3,500 calories. And so let's say you burn off an extra 500 calories through cardio per day. You're only going to lose
1 pound of body fat. Why do you need to burn off any of that body fat? What is the purpose?
1 pound of fat a week.
What health benefits does it have for people that are already lean to learn to lose body fat? It'll make you very unhealthy if you get any skinnier. Anything under, and already 10% is quite low body fat. And I'd say anything under 9 is really bad for you. Or even being at 9 is quite bad, actually, to tell you the truth.
It's going to be 52 pounds in a year. And so it doesn't sound all that efficient. It takes you an entire year to lose 52 pounds. And so, yeah, you'll lose more fat if you just don't eat. But just because you lose more weight by eating nothing, does it make it better? I certainly think most people want to eat. And so pick your poison. Would you rather eat nothing, aka eat fewer calories, or would you rather do more cardio? Or why not do both? Circle Diet book, it says to do both. How often do I preach doing a minimum?
This is the spiel, how Greg enslaves 1.2 million slaves on his channel. He has enslaved over 2 million slaves on his channel. That's a smart guy. And he's not even attractive, Greg. He's short and ugly. Wow, that's crazy.
Of 150 minutes of zone 2 cardio per week. If you're completely out of shape, overweight, you can go for a walk. But if you're physically fit, perhaps go for a brisk walk up a hill, ride a bike, do some swimming, hike, challenge yourself just a little bit.
Our understanding is that for optimal human health, having at least a moderate level of physical activity is really critical.
Does that sound like they're preaching don't exercise, don't do cardio, that you should just, for example, sit around, perhaps like Larry Wheels' coach? I don't think so. It sounds like from what they're saying is there's huge benefits to doing moderate to high levels of cardio. Certainly not what the title indicates, which is adding in more cardio won't make you leaner. Most people are sedentary. And so for most people, would adding more cardio make them leaner? Yes.
Most people are sedentary.
And so clearly, in my estimation,
most people are sedentary. They're working. They have jobs out there. What are you talking about? Nobody's sedentary. Unless, of course, they got sick and they gained a ton of weight eating artificial food. They're sedentary, yes.
It's just a clickbait title. But
just lying to you. People are not sedentary. They're playing fucking video games, hanging around, going outside, walking, shopping, doing stuff. Come on.
Coach Greg, if he ever made...
Somewhat distinct.
Is he right? Is he wrong? Well, let's see. Wrong? Well, let's see. 95%...
He's wrong.
...of diets fail. And so I'm not saying that you...
Why do 99% of diets fail? Because they're eating artificial food, fake food. Diets are fake. You as a carnivore is not a diet. You are a carnivore. It is not a diet. You eat meat, get it? You understand me? It is not a diet.
can't lose weight through diet, I'm saying that most people can't stick to a diet. And so just because the research says that you could perhaps lose more weight by controlling
No, carnivore is your natural food that you eat. Now, anything that is a diet is anything that you're eating outside that realm.
your diet than you could from doing moderate amounts of
Your burner
That's why you'll never make it, because you're constantly dieting. Dieting. You have to diet. Why do you have to diet?
on the stove, if you set it
Because I can't stop eating junk food drugs called junk food.
to simmer, that really helps.
And so in my
Look at him. He looks like a drug addict sitting there. Christ.
analogy, if you turn the burner on
You just get into more problems than solutions at that point. So
and so I'm not going to argue. If you're always going to your max, sprinting all the time, overtraining, it's not good. But can we slowly burn calories through physical activity and move?
But I don't need to burn calories, Greg, because I eat a high nutrient diet. What calories do I need to burn? Why do I need to watch you? Why do I need to do any of these things, Greg? I'm a natural human being. I'm eating natural food. There's no calories to burn.
For longer periods of time.
I actually lose fat and weight the more meat I eat as a carnivore.
And will that not help us to get leaner?
only in reference to averages in
It
America,
actually makes me leaner. The more I eat, the leaner I get.
moderate to moderate high. Yeah. 8, 10, 12,000 steps a day. Rock on, man. Every
Whatever.
dope if that's your vibe. Amazing.
Yeah, do all these steps so you can accelerate aging. Thank you.
And so for the person doing 20, care what you think about it as long as you're doing it. I don't care.
Whatever.
It's a moderately intense zone 2 cardio.
Of course he doesn't care as long as you're doing it, and because he needs you to do it. Get it? He needs to enslave you to fucking cardio. Get it, dude? And eating his fake cookbook.
Per week. Most people don't
Come on, man.
perhaps walk faster and so on.
Yeah, whatever. Look at
You're
these
going to be
people.
able to burn.
I laugh at when I see people running down the street because I think they're nuts. No, I don't mind somebody doing a sprint. I know people want to run. They do a sprint. You can do a sprint. You know what I mean? Maybe in nature you would do a sprint once in a while. There's nothing wrong with sprinting. But you're doing long distance running and just running for no reason down a street or doing stupid stuff. It's just ridiculous.
Far more calories. And so whether you're young or old,
Far more calories. I'll see you in the next one, friends. I don't know what else to say there in that video. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See you next one. This is ridiculous. Cardio is bullshit.
if your goal is to improve your cardio, what you've heard, they've literally just said, if you add in 100 calories of cardio, you're going to
If you add in 100 calories of cardio, 100 calories of cardio, what the fuck?
compensate by about 30%. It's not all of it.
Whatever.
It's
800
Then don't eat any calories and you won't have to do any fucking cardio.
extra calories. That's not 30%.
Fuck off. Fuck off with this calories and shit. You know, fucking Mike Isreatel is another asshole. Fucking man. Fuck that shit, bro. Eat that garbage. Bullshit. Whatever.
Get over to my website and get the free.
Yeah, go to his website and get scammed. Like, better than the last, harder than the last time. All of you are getting scammed by these so-called fitness slave influencers that enslaved you to doing exercises and eating an artificial diet. Good luck with that, man. See you in the next one, because all of you are gonna need it.